Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told how to voice the radio. So today, look, the other day, I told you that we were going to be getting 36 illustration rares in the upcoming Paldea Evolved set. I told you that that was confirmed. I told you that we had officially been told in a press release from the Pokemon Company International that we were going to be getting 36 illustration rares in Paldea Evolved. I told you that in that particular video we didn't have time to go through all 36 of the illustration rares from Paldea Evolved, but wonderful news, ladies and gentlemen. Now we totally do. We do have time to go through them. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be having a look at all 36 illustration rares that are going to be coming along in Paldea Evolved. Now remember what I've told you before. The way Paldea Evolved works is actually pretty simple. What we've got are 3 Japanese sets mashed together. We've got the mini set, which is Triple Beat. And then we've got the double set of Snow Hazard and Clayburst. Those 3 sets are being mashed together. And what comes out at the other end is Paldea Evolved. Now, it's not perfect. There will be a few exceptions here or there. But the thing is, we know that when it comes to the illustration rares, or artwork rares as they're known in Japan, we know that there will not be an exception because there are 36 illustration rares coming in the set, and again, that is confirmed. We know that for a fact. And there are 12 in Triple Beat, there are 12 in Snow Hazard, and there are 12 in Clayburst. There are no other illustration rares hanging around. There's no others that could be coming from anywhere else. The only... there's 2 possibilities here. Either we're just getting the 12 each from the 3 Japanese sets and that's easy, or we're missing some for some reason that doesn't really make any sense, and then we add in some that Japan haven't had yet, which again makes no sense. So can we all just agree it's going to be these ones, and we can get rolling? So starting off with Triple Beat then, we have the pair of Fuecoco and Crocalor. Remember, they're doing this thing now. It's not actually what we're talking about today, but it is worth pointing out that Skeledirge is also going to be getting a special illustration rare. Now remember, EXs count as special illustration rares, not illustration rares, so it doesn't count as one of the 36. But it would be, frankly, rude at this stage if I didn't at least show you, hey, look, it makes a whole evolution line. This is pretty gosh darn awesome. So yeah, this is just brilliant. This is one of my one of my cards I want most in the set. I have told you guys very clearly on a number of occasions that Fuecoco is my boy. From Gen 9, from Scarlet and Violet, nice and simply, it is Fuecoco and Clodsire. They are my boys. They are my 2 favourites. Getting the full evolution line here is awesome. And this illustration rare of Fuecoco, probably my favourite. Crocalor's fine too. Now, we are getting ourselves a Magikarp. And now this is one of the ones people are going to be going absolutely silly for. This is one that it was selling for like 10, 15 bucks over in Japan, which I know doesn't sound like a lot. I'm fully aware of this. However, the fact of the matter is that over in Japan, we generally don't see artwork rares being this expensive. Like, that's not a thing. So, it's a Shinji Kanda artwork, and I think this is one people are going to go just a little bit silly for, because, I mean, it's Magikarp that everybody loves, but mostly it's the artwork here. This one, and I promise you, we are going to start going through them a little bit faster. We are running out of time, but this is one we needed to spend a minute on, because, oh my goodness, people are going to love it. We've then got Quaxly and Quaxwell, and again, they do make a full evolution line with the Quaquavel, which is a special illustration rare, but I need to show you all 3 of them because it's rude if I don't. We've got the Miss Magius coming along. Now, this one is kind of awesome artwork, honestly. I kind of love it. So, yeah, that's a nice one. We've got Paldea and Tauros. Now, remember, all 3 kinds of Paldea and Tauros are coming in the set, but this is the only one that's getting an illustration rare. and it's a pretty cool card, honestly. We've got Paldean Wooper. No, there isn't a Paldean Quadsire. That makes me very, very, very sad. Sorry about that. But look at him, he's peeking, and it's absolutely lovely, and this one makes me happy. So this is one I am definitely going to have to be adding to the collection. Now, I've just realised I've gone out of order here, but I had to show you the Fuecoco first, so I regret nothing. We're also getting ourselves a Tropius. Who doesn't love a bit of the old Tropius? And to be fair, this artwork is pretty gosh darn stunning, so yay. We are going to be getting ourselves a Pyro. And there's proper Lion King vibes here. Also, we have to put the Pyro just for a second next to the Paldean Tauros. Because, look, this cannot be a coincidence. There's got to be Lion King stuff going on here. And then we've got Sprigatito and Florigato coming in. And again, it is very clearly a full evolution line. We'll chuck the Masquerada on screen as well, just so we can see it. But do remember that counts as a special illustration rare, not an illustration rare. So those were the 12 from Tribble Beat. If we move over into Snow Hazard now, we can go and take a look at Bramblin. It's got So-So artwork. People adore So-So. So-So is lovely. This is going to be one that's very, very popular. We've got ourselves a Marill, and look, Marill floating in the sea. We've seen a few of these cards now that have kind of the cross-section of the sea, and you can see under it, and you can see all the Pokemon going around. The Wiglet that we had in Scarlet and Violet fits this mold very nicely indeed. I love it. I grew up next to the sea. I live in Cornwall, which is... It's basically all coast, right? I'm a man who loves being by the sea. So anytime you get these cards with the cross-section of the sea where you can see all the other Pokemon around, I adore these. This Marill is lovely. There is an Ice Cube getting stuck in the fridge, which is kind of lovely. We've then got a full evolution line of Frigibax, Archabax, and Baxcalibur. Now this one, of course, there's no special illustration rares here. These are all illustration rares. For some reason, they just chose this evolution line to do the full evolution line. Now, it is Kamiya artwork, and I know there are a bunch of people out there that are gigantic fans of Kamiya. So, for those people, yay! This is kind of awesome. And yeah, this is something to get a little bit excited about. There is a Gothorita outside of this evolution line I just showed you with your Baxcalibur. It's just kind of random ones. Like, we have Gothorita, but not Gothita or Gothitelle. Just this one. But it's kind of lovely. We've got Rabsca. I have nothing to add about Rabsca. We've got Sudowoodo. Love this artwork. And we've got Orthworm, and I love this. This is Okacheke. Now, I told you that Fuecoco was the one I really wanted, and I meant it. This is the other one. Firstly, I mean, we just saw the Lion King vibes. This one has got Dune vibes coming out of the wazoo. But also, it's Okacheke. And look, I'm a simple man. If you give me an Okacheke or a Hyaganosuke special illustration rare, or illustration rare, I am going to be delighted. They have. I am. We've then got Rookidee. Just a bunch of Rookidee kind of chilling around, having some fun. And then Dunsparce. Yeah. I mean, it's the Dunsparce, right? I kind of love there's a bunch of Dedenne running around, Diglett and all of that. There's a couple of others, I'll let you spot them yourself. It's just a cool piece of art with other Pokemon running around, and I find it frankly adorable. And then we finish off having a look at Clayburst, and be happy, ladies and gentlemen, because Clayburst as a set is stupid expensive over in Japan. We're going to be getting these cards very, very cheaply, and that's rather lovely. So in terms of the illustration rares then, we've got ourselves a good old, where does it actually start? Heracross. And I love the artwork on this Heracross. This Heracross is pretty gosh darn adorable. There's something about this art that just gets me. There is a Fletchinder, chilling by the fire, as you do. There is a Raichu. No, there is not a Pikachu. I do want to point out, the regular Pikachu from the set was done by Okacheke, which clearly makes it amazing. But as it stands at the moment, there's just a Raichu illustration rare, but it's still Raichu. People are going to go crazy for it. there is a Sandygast, and I'm sure I've mentioned this in a few videos before, but my 3-year-old boy, he loves Palisand. Palisand is his favourite. In this set, we have a Hayaganosuke Palisand, and that is my second favourite artist in the Pokemon TCG. And we also have ourselves a illustration rare of Sandygast. I'm kind of in heaven with this set. This makes me very, very happy. Now again, we have one full evolution line. It is Tinkertink, Tinkertuff, and Tinkerton. Now the difference here with the Baxcalibur line, Tinkerton is an EX, so it is designated as a special illustration rare, and what that basically means is it doesn't count towards the 36. That is different. We've got ourselves a Knackley. Kind of had to. That's a Pokemon which a lot of people are loving from Scarlet and Violet. A Tyranitar, and this just looks cool. Tyranitar is cool. We love it. We've got Graphii. Now, this has artwork by the lovely Oswaldo Cato, and this, for me, is kind of the end of the trio. I've mentioned Fuecoco. I've mentioned Orthworm. Graphii is the other one. These are the 3 from Paldea Evolved that are just making me super duper 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 happy. Look at the artwork. We got Mousehold. Bunch of mice running around. It's adorable. We've got Flamigo with the almost, but clearly not, symmetrical art of Shibuzo here, which I absolutely adore. And then we finish off with Farigiraf, who's clearly noticed something that we haven't. And there we go. I told you guys I was going to show you all 36 illustration rares from the set. And now I have. And that's rather lovely. But now it's over to you guys. I've told you which are my favourites. I want to know which are your favourites. So let me know in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk about Pokemon and card games and Pokemon card games, all kinds of fun things. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCGradio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, join a Discord and chat with us about Pokemon or anything else, and generally just have a lot of fun. Oh, and get shout-outs on the channel like the lovely Mary Sanders Lazenby, who's been a supporter of ours for a while and is a very lovely person. So shout out to them for all the support and for being a very lovely person. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.